Let me talk to you man to man for a moment. If you're a good man, you've probably done what you were told. You treat women with respect. You listen. You show consistency. You don't play games. And yet, you've watched women you genuinely cared about pull away, lose interest, or choose someone who seems less serious than you. That rejection doesn't just hurt, it messes with your identity. You start wondering what you're doing wrong, or worse, what's wrong with you. This video isn't here to shame you or turn you bitter. It's here to tell you the truth most men never hear early enough. Being a good man does not automatically make you attractive. In today's dating world, intentions matter less than how a woman feels in your presence over time. Many good men unknowingly behave in ways that drain attraction, even while doing everything right. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's also freeing. Because once you understand why rejection keeps happening, you stop blaming yourself and start adjusting your behavior with clarity. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about correcting blind spots that quietly push women away. Today, I'll break down 3 real reasons good men get rejected. Sad, but true. And what awareness of those reasons changes for you moving forward. 1. Approval energy. Good men often walk into dating situations carrying a quiet fear, the fear of losing her. That fear changes how you move. You become careful with your words. You avoid tension. You try to keep things smooth and pleasant. You think consistency and kindness will slowly win her over. What you don't realize is that this mindset leaks out of you before you ever speak. Women are extremely sensitive to emotional pressure. When a man is trying too hard to be liked, it creates a subtle weight. She feels watched. She feels evaluated. She feels like she's being placed on a pedestal she never asked to stand on. Even if you say all the right things, your behavior communicates that her approval controls your mood. That kills attraction fast. Approval energy also shows up as over-explaining, over-texting, and over-accommodating. You reply instantly. You adjust your schedule around hers. You soften your opinions to avoid disagreement. None of this feels masculine or grounding to a woman. It makes her feel like she's leading the interaction emotionally, which puts her in a role she doesn't want. Rejection often happens not because you weren't good enough, but because you gave away your power too early. Attraction grows when a woman feels that you enjoy her, but you don't need her to feel okay about yourself. When your life, mood, and self-worth stay steady whether she approves or not, the pressure disappears. That calm self-direction is what creates space for attraction to grow. 2. Predictable behavior. Good men pride themselves on being reliable. You show up when you say you will. You text back consistently. You make your intentions clear early. On paper, this sounds solid. In reality, predictability without emotional depth makes attraction fade quietly. When a woman can fully map out your behavior early on, there's no tension left. She knows you'll always be available. She knows you'll always agree. She knows you'll always be kind, even when she pulls back. That certainty removes emotional spark. Attraction needs movement. It needs curiosity. When everything about you feels safe but flat, interest slowly drains. Predictable behavior often comes from a fear of messing things up. You stick to routines because they feel secure. You avoid risk because you don't want to lose her. Ironically, that safety-first approach creates the very outcome you're trying to avoid. A woman doesn't want chaos, but she also doesn't want boredom disguised as stability. This shows up in conversations that never challenge, dates that feel the same, and emotions that stay neutral. You become easy to read, easy to place, and easy to forget romantically. She may still like you as a person, but desire fades when there's nothing new to respond to. Rejection follows when attraction never fully forms. Depth, presence, and emotional variation keep interest alive. Reliability matters, but when it's your only trait, it becomes invisible. 3. Nice without direction. Many good men lead with kindness but lack clear direction. You ask what she wants to do. You let her decide where to go. You follow her emotional pace. You believe giving her control shows respect. What it often shows is hesitation. Women feel safest and most attracted when a man knows where he's going, even if the plan changes. Direction signals confidence. When you remove that, you unintentionally place her in charge of the emotional flow. That creates pressure. She has to lead, decide, and steer while also trying to feel desire. Those two roles don't mix well. Being nice without direction turns you into support instead of presence. You become the listener, the helper, the safe option. She may appreciate you deeply, but appreciation doesn't translate into romantic pull. Over time, she stops seeing you as a man she can lean into and starts seeing you as someone she leans on. This pattern also shows up in boundaries. You tolerate behavior that doesn't sit right with you because you don't want conflict. You stay available even when it costs you. You hope patience will be rewarded. Instead, respect quietly erodes. Rejection doesn't always come loudly. Sometimes it comes as slow distancing, mixed signals, or being placed in the good guy category. Direction isn't control, it's clarity, and clarity is what keeps attraction from fading. 4. Emotional flatline. Good men often believe staying calm and steady at all times is the right move. You control your emotions. You avoid showing too much excitement, frustration, or desire. You think emotional restraint makes you mature. What it often does is make you feel distant. Attraction responds to emotional presence. When a woman feels that being around you doesn't shift the emotional temperature at all, she struggles to feel connected romantically. Conversations stay polite. Laughter is light. Moments pass without impact. Nothing lands deeply. You feel safe, but not memorable. This doesn't mean being dramatic or unstable. It means allowing your emotions to be felt, expressing interest clearly, letting humor land naturally, showing passion for your life, your goals, your opinions. When everything stays neutral, she has nothing to emotionally respond to. Many good men shut this down because they're afraid of being judged. You don't want to come across as needy, intense, or wrong. So you play it cool all the time. Over time, she starts feeling like she's carrying the emotional experience alone. That creates distance, not closeness. Rejection often happens when a woman says, "I don't feel a spark," even though she can't explain why. The spark isn't magic, it's emotional movement. When your presence doesn't shift how she feels, attraction can't root itself. Depth comes from emotional honesty, not perfection. When you allow yourself to be fully present instead of emotionally muted, connection becomes possible. I know polarity. Good men often treat women the same way they treat everyone else. You're respectful, friendly, understanding, and neutral. While that makes you likable, it removes polarity. Polarity is the difference in energy that creates attraction. Without it, the interaction feels flat and platonic. When there's no polarity, she feels like she's talking to a good friend, not a man she wants to be close to. You avoid flirting because you don't want to cross a line. You avoid tension because you don't want to make things awkward. You avoid leading physically or verbally because you don't want to be misunderstood. Over time, romance never takes shape. Polarity shows up in how you hold eye contact, how you speak with intent, how you allow silence without rushing to fill it. It shows in grounded confidence, not loud behavior. Many good men cancel this out by trying to be overly safe. Safety matters, but attraction also needs contrast. This lack of polarity often leads to confusing outcomes. She laughs with you. She opens up to you. She trusts you. Then she tells you she doesn't feel that kind of connection. That rejection feels unfair because everything seemed right. What was missing was masculine presence. Masculine presence doesn't mean dominance or aggression. It means being comfortable in your desire without apologizing for it. It means allowing attraction to be felt instead of hidden behind politeness. When polarity is absent, rejection becomes inevitable. When it's present, even a simple interaction carries weight. That weight is what separates friendship from desire. 6. Fear of loss. Good men often operate from a quiet mindset of scarcity. When you finally meet a woman you like, you treat her as rare. You think, I don't want to mess this up. That thought shapes every move you make. You hesitate to speak freely. You avoid taking chances. You hold back parts of yourself to keep the connection alive. Women can feel this fear even when it's never spoken. It shows up in how tightly you hold on, how much you worry about her responses, and how strongly your mood reacts to her attention. That fear signals that losing her would shake your sense of stability, and that's unsettling to attraction. Fear of loss turns dating into pressure instead of enjoyment. You're no longer showing up to connect, you're showing up to protect something. She feels that weight. Instead of curiosity, she feels responsibility for your emotional state. That responsibility pushes her away. This is where many good men get confused. You think caring deeply should work in your favor, but caring without inner security creates imbalance. Attraction grows when a woman feels you choose her, not cling to her. Rejection often happens the moment she senses that you need the outcome to feel okay. When your happiness, confidence, and direction stand on their own, loss doesn't scare you. And when loss doesn't scare you, attraction has room to breathe. 7. Weak boundaries. Good men often believe that being flexible makes them easier to love. You adjust, you forgive quickly, you let things slide, you tell yourself patience will be noticed. What actually gets noticed is the absence of limits. When you don't protect your time, energy, or standards, you signal that you don't value them. Women may not consciously analyze this, but they feel it. Weak boundaries make you seem uncertain about your own worth. Attraction needs a sense of structure to lean against. This shows up when you tolerate disrespect, mixed signals, or repeated cancellations without response. You stay available even when you feel uneasy. You silence discomfort to keep the connection alive. Over time, respect erodes quietly and attraction follows it. Strong boundaries don't push women away. They create safety. They show that you're grounded, self-directed, and capable of walking away if needed. That stability is attractive because it means you're choosing her, not settling for her. Rejection often comes after long tolerance. She may say she lost feelings, but the truth is she lost respect long before. Boundaries communicate self-respect without words. When they're missing, attraction has nothing solid to stand on. If you're a good man who keeps getting rejected, this isn't a personal failure. It's a pattern built from habits you were never taught to question. Kindness alone doesn't create attraction. Presence, direction, boundaries, and emotional depth do. When you stop chasing approval and start standing firmly in yourself, rejection loses its power. Women respond to how you show up, not how hard you try. Fix the blind spots, and your goodness stops working against you and starts working for you.